I'm thrilled with the Trump presidency. I give him an A plus, not just an A. He did everything I hoped he would do. He closed up the border. First thing he got in there, it was like that overnight. I'm totally in favor of the deportations. I completely support ICE. I think those guys are heroes. They're being lied about by the mainstream media and the news nonstop. I love what he's done on getting boys out of girls' sports. It's not completely solved, but he's in there fighting with his executive order. He changed Title IX back from the crazy gobbledygook that Joe Biden tried to turn it into, which was like a tranny protection statute. Now it's back to protecting girls' rights when it comes to schools and colleges.
I feel like
and
that's
sports.
a small-ish issue, though, that gets a big blow up because most people agree on it, right? I mean, don't most people
most people agree on it, but the law does not reflect that. I mean, the trans lobby has been changing the laws in all 50 states while we were all minding our own business. And now it all has to be undone. We have to undo it and redo it in a way that protects children from these barbaric procedures and protects girls in their sports and their private places. I mean, in California, I don't have to tell you this, you cannot go to a Planet Fitness or a Gold's Gym or any gym facility without seeing a guy with a penis sauntering into your locker room. And he's totally entitled to be there. One girl at the Planet Fitness just took a video of some guy jerking off in the women's stall. You could see the shadow on the floor. It's disgusting.
Meanwhile,
She's a
every
young girl.
guy
Why should we have to deal with this nonsense? It's because of leftists.
Meanwhile, every guy in the men's locker room is hoping to God a woman is going to walk in naked. She's like, wow, that made my day. I can't believe it.
It never.
What?
First of all, I don't think they're dreaming of the women who are allowed to go in there, who identify as men. I mean, they might be, but I doubt it. Second of all, it never goes the other way. So anyway, he's done a lot on that, and he's arguing these cases. He's getting legal challenges, but he has dug in on the legal challenges. I was just at the Supreme Court last Tuesday where we argued it. I mean, we, the side of reason, argued that the 27 states that have banned boys from girls' sports have every right to do that. The leftist ACLU and others are saying, no, they don't. That's going to come out the right way. But that we're in there because of Trump, because he issued the edict. He's fighting for it. He doesn't roll over when he gets sued or, bounced down by these activist judges. All the fights he's picking, I love. I mean, there's only been like a couple that I've had a problem with.
Do you think there's a communication problem, though, with like the ICE situation in Minneapolis? To me, feels problematic. It's problematic to Joe Rogan. It feels like, to me, I missed. Why wouldn't you fly there or try and communicate better? He hates Tampon Tim Walz. He's, I think it's not totally, a coincidence that it's happening in Tim's backyard, not far from his house. He likes a fight more than anyone. He's an us versus them, zero-sum game kind of a guy. But do you think that maybe the communications I don't think it's going well. I don't think it's going his way. I think some type of olive branch. I'm fully in support of all law enforcement, of trying to do their job. And I tell people, stay out of their way. Don't get in the way. I think most people, polls will suggest that most people just do not agree that deadly force was needed there, and certainly do not agree that woman was a domestic terrorist, which seems to me a heavy label by Kristi Noem. So
the polls back you up on that, and I'm seeing what you're seeing. But look, I mean, the misinformation that is being delved out to people by the mainstream media is a serious factor. I mean, it's a problem. And like the misinformation around Renee Good and what she was and wasn't doing is really severely
except the video
shows
and
problematic.
But the video shows the turning of the tires, and that isn't misinformation because everybody's
But it's ridiculous. Did the mainstream media show the cop in Baltimore, Maryland, who had the exact same situation happen? The car was right there. He was supposed to be stepping out and coming so she could arrest him, and instead he got back in the car in a second, and in 1 second ran her down and killed her. That's all it takes. The absurdity of suggesting a law enforcement officer, as a 2-ton vehicle is coming at him, should figure out, look down at the tires and see which way they're turned. That's absurd bullshit Monday morning quarterback nonsense.
Agreed.
Renee Good was an agitator. She was out there all day
He
agitating.
can't see the tires. The ICE agent definitely can't see the tires, and everybody can see it afterwards. Although you look at that woman, he is looking at her right through the window. I mean, I'm not. No part of me is going to feel like that woman's a threat there with her little fuzzy animals in the front.
It is if she's hitting you with her car. She was hitting him with her car. There is zero doubt he was hit by the front driver's side headlight of that woman's car. You can see him recoil, you can hear him on the audio tape say, whoa, whoa. And that's when he shoots. What happened? He was, either way, it doesn't even matter if she hit him or not, but she did hit him. And by the way, then he had internal bleeding after the fact. Did he just get that magically from the air? Her car hit him. That's a dangerous instrumentality. There is zero chance that this was not a lawful shooting. And as for the second and the third shot, people get obsessed. In the law, they train police. You shoot to stop the threat. And you shoot to kill. If bullet number 1 is fine, bullet number 17 is fine. There is a U.S. Supreme Court case directly on point, 9-0 on this. If bullet 1 is fine, bullet 17 is fine. Never mind bullet 2 and 3, which happens sequentially within seconds. This guy is fine. Renee Good was an agitator who never should have been out there. She should have been thinking about her 6-year-old kid instead of playing rent-a-cop, trying to stop ICE from doing their job. I agree, she shouldn't be. They try to arrest child
Stay
molesters
out of
in
it,
her
Renee.
area.
I agree with the car. Joe Rogan said, look, I mean, when people say it's justifiable because the car hit him, it seemed like she was kind of turning the car away. So we all have the benefit of looking at the video after.
It's so easy for him to say.
Right,
Joe Rogan is a multimillionaire in an air-conditioned studio who will never have to deal with the kind of threats that these poor ICE officers deal with every day.
So what do we do? Like, okay, so I think, look, you and I, we're great friends. I adore you. But we disagree. So what do we, and a lot of people in the country disagree. What do we do? Why can't we disagree better?
Well, I'll tell you, it was Bishop Barron who said, why don't we just agree to have ICE only go after the illegals who have also committed another crime as a first step, and then agree to the Minnesota anti-ICE protesters standing down, or if they're going to protest, just standing on the sidewalk protesting. Don't interfere with ICE. But the problem is the Trump administration is already doing that. That is who they're targeting, the worst first. So when they go out there, they're actually not making a point of trying to get illegals who have not committed an additional crime. Now, if they wind up in the ICE crosshairs, they will arrest them and deport them because the polls show the American people are overwhelmingly in favor of that too. But the mission is to get the ones who have committed additional crimes. And something your audience may not know is